Now inside the Ranger Raptor, there's this magic button right here. It's got the circle A, that's our auto start stop button. And that is the whole reason for today's video, because one of the things that annoys me is having to press this every time I start my Raptor, or I have to press the Raptor button on the steering wheel to eliminate the auto start stop. I'm getting tired of that, and that's what we're going to do today, is to try to eliminate the need to do that every single time you get in to drive the truck. So here's the part as it's shipped in just a basic padded envelope. It cost me just about $100, and it took about 4 days for it to arrive. Pretty fast turnaround. Pretty excited about that. So if we open up the envelope here, I've already done this a little bit off camera. We have our part. We'll take a look at this in a moment. And then we also have an instruction sheet that comes with this. We'll go through this today. And there's also an invoice in here. There does not appear that there's any stickers or anything else if that's your forte. So let's take a look at the start-stop eliminator here. So what we've got in the bag, first of all, there's a zip tie. Easily could have missed that. And then we've got this, which basically, as I understand it, is a tool-free installation that goes in line the way they've designed it here, and then has this little auxiliary module here off to the side that is the start-stop eliminator. You could unplug this. That part is sealed right there, and there is a seal all the way around the rest of this as I look at this, because one of the concerns looking at this on camera and the pictures is it looked like all these electronics here were exposed, but I'm happy to report that there's a nice plastic wrap around this here that's clear. So this is not going to short circuit on something else if it touches something else metal where we install it. And this is supposed to be a tool-free installation in about 5 minutes or less. We'll test that here in a moment. Now the first step to install the part is going to be to empty out your lower glove box, take out any manuals, paperwork, insurance, registration. And then you're also going to want to actually take your passenger seat and slide it back to give yourself a little bit of extra space to work. It's probably a little excessive, but more room the better. Now let's go in the car and proceed on to the next step. Now we have to remove the glove box. To do this, we're going to take each side here. We're going to press in right back at the top here. There's a little tab right here. And one on the other side. Then we're just going to rotate this back. And then that should be able to come right off. Be gentle. This is kind of a D-shaped plastic pivot point here. Wish that was a metal pivot point. And now that will give us access right inside here where our blower fan is, and some wiring that's going to be off to the passenger side wall there. Let's go inside and take a look and see what that looks like. So now we're looking inside the glove box, and we're going to turn our attention all the way over to the far right to this module here. There's a wire at the bottom that we're going to need to unclip. Maybe be able to reach around your hand from the rear, and we're going to have to be able to disconnect that. There should be a little tab that pulls down by reaching behind. That looks like this. Hopefully you can see that on camera right here. So now we're going to take our module and we're going to match the wiring. And so then we're going to take this wire here. Find the right way to get my hand here. There we go. This should only fit one way on. We'll click that in like that. And then we're going to make sure that on this side here, we take the tab, and that side's going to go up, and then that should be all it takes to install this. We're going to look at our wires here. Make sure you don't snag the wires on anything else here. And remember that clip goes to the rear. And that should just push up just like that. And then we're done. You could use that zip tie if you felt like you needed to secure this. The most important thing is to make sure the wires are not touching, rubbing in any way that's going to be awkward or damaging to the wires. You can tuck them away and they should be good to go. It is sealed up here. Obviously, if there's ever any question or in the future, you can simply get to it tool free, which is why I love this. Just going to double check that that's firm. Everything looks good. So now I just need to reinstall the glove box door and then put my stuff back in and we should be good to go. To reinstall the glove box, I'm going to line up these tabs on either side. It's going to start, just let it fall into place like that. And then we're just going to push it forward. These little tabs here on the side, you can see one right there. Similar one on the other side, just going to push it forward. Just like that, glove box in place. Back to normal. Start-stop eliminator is installed. I can put my insurance cards and other documents back in the glove box and I should be good to go. And the installation should be just that simple. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and start up the truck. This should come up with start-stop on because that's where it was before, I think. Or by default, we'll just see what it does. It shows auto start-stop on. I'm going to manually trigger it. There we go. You see the message on the screen there. Auto start-stop, deactivate it by switch. And if we look right down here in the corner, there's the line through it. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the truck. And now I'm going to turn it back on. And let's see what happens. Well, there's no message. Oh, there we go. It says deactivate it by switch. That was just briefly. It's off there. I never touched the switch. And it was deactivated without having to press it myself. So it looks like it does give you the message on the screen saying deactivate it by switch. I might try that one more time. All right, we're off. Let me go ahead and open the door. There we go. Resets the screen back to black. Step on the brake. Push the button. And what do we get here? Briefly for a second there, you saw the deactivated by switch message there. Obviously, it's saying I should put on my seatbelt because I'm in the driveway. But indeed, it looks like it works really flawlessly. Just a momentary flash of that deactivated by switch. You probably won't even notice it, and you don't even have to think about it. Obviously, the other option that you have available is if you press the R mode option. And you can see my R mode settings there is for normal, comfort, normal, quiet. You put that back up there on the screen there. And with auto start stop off. So you can disable it from the steering wheel with the R mode, or you can disable it from the button or with this Eliminator. So I'm very excited about that. I'll put a link down below to the product. That's not an affiliate link. That's just me sharing with you this product. If you got any questions or comments, put it down below. Thanks for watching. And as always, have a great day. Bye.